Amos.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it was cloudy, but that's all right, though. Always need some sun. I'm ready, all right?
Amos 1 and 11. Thus says Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
And with that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rekabadash. We're going to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Israel that rule well. Shalom to the Akiam, Akwathium, and the speckled burles and your learning. Shalom. Before you read that, brother, let me get this. It's a quote. It's a quote by a man named Jeremy Taylor. Okay? And it's revenge.
Yep.
All right? Revenge is like a rolling stone, which, when a man hath forced up a hill, will return upon him with greater violence, and break those bones whose sinews gave it motion. Read that for me again, huh?
Amos 1 and 11. Thus says Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom,
Yep.
and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Okay, so the revenge that's going to be taken on Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, that hill that he pushed up the hill. That stone that he pushed up the hill is about to roll back upon his own self, man. That pit that he's digging, he's about to fall into himself. Okay? The net of the fowler, he's gonna be trapped in that net himself, man. Okay? So for 3 transgressions and for 4, the Most High said he's not going to turn away that revenge, man, that violence that's about to fall upon the so-called white man's head. Go ahead, brother.
Because he did pursue his brother with the sword,
Yep.
and did cast off all pity,
Yep.
and his anger did tear perpetually.
That's right. He pursued his brother with the sword, man. Okay? Not only with a physical sword, okay, and a modern sword, which is a gun, all right, but through his policies, man. You see? He pursued his brother Jacob through his policies, where he caused him to be put in an adverse situation, man. An adverse existence in his society. You see? That's the stone, man, that's being pushed up that hill. Okay, not only the physical sword, the hangings, okay, burning, skinned alive, you see? But through his policies, he kept us in the fucking poorhouse, man. You know? Well, yeah, he let some of these paid off actors and sports people, you know? But what did he make them do? He made them eat doo-doo, bend over, okay? You know, so he actually still got them in the poorhouse. He's still calling them niggas, okay? Even though they make tens of millions of dollars, he still don't like they ass either. All right, what's up, brother? You see? You know? They still have us fill out goddamn paperwork at these jobs, you see, saying that we're so-called black men or Latino men. Why? Because they get tax breaks for hiring minorities, man. But what do they do after they hire the minority? 6 months later, they try to get rid of their ass, man. You know, all of a sudden, business is slow. You see? Go ahead, brother.
And he kept his wrath forever.
That's right. He kept his wrath forever, man. So when did all of this start? When did the hatred for the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians start? It started in the Genesis, the 3rd chapter. You want to get Genesis 3 and read 13 and 15? Because the serpent had enmity, okay? And then we're going to find out in Genesis, the 25th chapter, that Jacob, when he got Esau's blessing, okay, because Esau sold it to him for some red pottage, he had enmity toward Jacob. He wanted to kill him. So these are the same 2 damn people, the same spirits, okay, dwelling in different individuals, man. All right? So there's no difference from the serpent in the damn garden okay, Cain, Esau, Edom, and the so-called white man today. You still have hatred towards your brother Jacob. Go ahead,
Genesis 3 and 13.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord, Yahweh, said unto the woman, was this...
That's right, brother.
And the Lord, Yahweh, said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done?
What is this that thou hast done to the woman? Because the woman transgressed first, and through her we all died. That's why a woman ain't supposed to say a damn thing in the church. Okay? Because she's the weaker vessel and she could be compromised at any time. Go ahead,
And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me,
Yep.
and I did eat.
That's right, the serpent beguiled me. Just like today, the so-called black woman is being beguiled by the so-called white man. To kick her husband, her protection out the fucking house. Okay? So she's an even easier prey. Go ahead,
And the Lord Yahweh said unto the serpent,
Yep.
because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle,
That's right.
and above every beast of the field.
Yep.
Upon thy belly shalt thou go.
Upon thy belly. And in dust that you're going to eat, that dust is confusion. So the so-called white man doesn't even know he's the nation of Edom, according to the Holy Scriptures. Okay? You see? Go ahead.
And dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
That's right. Dust shalt thou eat. What is that dust, man? The confusion that you're in right now. Thinking that you are God, man. Because that's the lie that has been told by your elites, by your people. Okay? They got your asses in a trick bag. Hating the so-called black man because they lied to you. You know, about who they are. But now you people are starting to find out who the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are. Okay? You see? And that speckled bird, it applies to a lot of you so-called white people too. Like the Irish. A lot of these Irish people that are over here celebrating with the green on, what are they? A lot of them are so-called Negroes and Latinos. They're from, matter of fact, they probably come from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Okay? Go ahead.
And I will put enmity between thee and the woman,
That's right.
and between thy seed and her seed.
That's right. Enmity means hatred. Enmity between two seed lines. And we're talking about the two seed lines that came out of Rebekah, Jacob and Esau, man. Okay? That's those two seed lines. We're talking about Cain and Abel, where Cain killed Abel. Okay? But Adam and Eve had another son, where that seed line came out of. Go ahead.
And it shall bruise thy head,
Yep.
and thou shalt bruise his heel.
And that's symbolic, okay? About them breaking the yoke off of us, and us breaking the yoke off, their yoke off of us, and them having our yoke broken off of them. Salakia.
That revenge you was talking about.
Yeah. You know? So this is vice versa, man. This thing continues on and on. Okay? The end of this nation is coming, man. Okay? And the beginning of the nation of Israel is upon you people, man. And all everybody wants to do is think that this place is going to continue on and on and on, and his inward thought is that his house is going to continue. Okay? And it's not. You got any more on that, Alex? Grab Genesis 4 and 12. Salakia. Yep. So they broke the yoke off of we broke their yoke off of our necks, okay, at the end of the Roman Empire. We ruled in Europe for 1,000 years. Okay, and then when you read in Revelations, it tells you, okay, that that these people were going to go into a pit for 1,000 years. That's the serpent, or the seed of the serpent, was going to go into a pit, into a confused state, a base state that they came out of. Okay, they went back into that base state, man, for 1,000 years. And then when the scriptures tells you that they were going to be allowed to come back out and fool the nations for a short period of time. What period of time? That period of time that we're in right now. Okay? Because their time is up, man. That's why the prophets are out here telling the children of Israel that they better get their heads out of their ass and stop holding this damn man's hand, because the end of his kingdom is here. And if you're holding his hand, when his kingdom starts to fall, he's going to pull your ass down in the water with him. Okay? Go ahead.
Genesis 4 and 12 out?
Yep.
Genesis 4 and 12. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength.
That's right.
A fugitive and a vagabond.
A fugitive and a vagabond. Okay? Who is a fugitive and a vagabond right now? Let's get into the characteristics of a fugitive. What does a fugitive do? He changes his identity. Okay? He calls himself by another name. You see? Fucking darn up.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You look over there?
Nah, he knows we over here though. He does. He looks over every time he comes by. But fuck that. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know. But like I was saying, what does a fugitive do? A fugitive will change his appearance. He'll change his name. Okay. His entire identity, his history. Okay. He'll lie about his background. You know. And who has done that, man? You know, who has changed their name from Caucasian, who called themselves Caucasians, okay, and then called themselves white? Who took their Bowers and turned their name into Rothschild, okay? You see, or Oppenheimer. You see, or Rothschild. You see, the DuPonts and Gettys. Who did those things? The nation of Edom, man. The Esau Edom is trying to hide amongst all the nations, man. That's why he laid down with different nations when we were told not to do that. You know? His mother told him, don't you lay down with them filthy ass Hamites. And what he do, he went and laid down with them. Why? Because he knew he was a fugitive and a vagabond in the spirit. You see? Just like today, the so-called white man knows he's a fugitive and a vagabond. He's been hiding his identity. And that's what a fugitive and a vagabond does, because he knows that justice is upon his ass, man. You see? So that's what a fugitive does, hides his identity. They don't want to call themselves by the nation of Edom. They don't want to be known by that name because they know that the Bible calls them the wicked, man. You see? The Bible says that they're a base man. The Bible says that they're a liar when they're estranged from the womb and they come out liars. You see? So who wants to be known by that name? Not them. They want to be called God. You know, they want to be called the righteous. You know? Go ahead,
Fugitive and a vagabond.
Yep.
Shall thou be in the earth.
That's right, a fugitive and a vagabond. You're going to be running and hiding because who said it best? Cain said, I can't bear this punishment. When people find out who I am, they're going to want to kill my ass. So now that everybody's finding out who the so-called white man is, that they're the nation of Edom, what's taking place? These other nations that are finding out who you really are. You know? They've been hating your goddamn guts because all you do is go over into their countries, create democracy, which confuses the whole system, okay? And then steal their damn their resources. And after you're done pillaging their villages, and killing them, what do? You leave their asses dry, hanging out to dry, man. You know? All broke down, like the Native American Indians. Put them on reservations and give them fucking alcohol and drugs. Now they're all fucked up. You know? And then you find oil on their land and you kick them off of that. Pieces of shit. You got any more on that?
You want me to read down to?
Just 12.
Okay.
Get Genesis 25 and read 23 to 34. You see? You know, none of these nations want to do treaties with the so-called white man here in America anymore, man. Okay? Because all they do is lie. All they do is steal. What does the devil do? Steal, kill, and destroy? You see? Going over there to Haiti, calling somebody barbecue, saying he's eating people. That's a goddamn lie. You know? All you're doing is going over there stealing the natural resources. You know, fugitive and a vagabond, man. Going from land to land, stealing and killing. Go ahead,
Genesis 25 and 33.
Mm-hmm.
And Jacob said, swear to me this day.
Yep.
And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright
That's
to
right.
Jacob.
Esau sold his birthright to Jacob. Jacob didn't steal it, even though his name Yahweh means supplanter. Okay? But Esau, he sold the birthright, but he had to supplant because he had to trick his father into giving it to him. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gave it to him. Okay? Shit. guy just went by with the fucking thing to pick up the trash and he ain't picked that shit up. Stupid ass. Okay? So Esau sold his birthright for some raw meat, man. Go ahead,
Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage
Yep.
of lentils.
Mm-hmm.
And he did eat and drink,
Yep.
and rose up and went his way.
That's right.
Thus Esau despised his birthright.
That's right. He despised his birthright, man. Okay? That's like my dad saying to me, saying, son, you know, I'm going to give you 100%, you know, of what I own. Okay? You see? And me saying to my brother, hey, bro, I like that PlayStation, that Xbox you got there. Say, look, if I give you this Xbox, can I get 100%? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I give you the Xbox. You know? I despise my inheritance, man. You know, I just basically said, man, I don't want that shit later. I want something now. You know? And that's what Esau did, man. He despised his birthright. So Jacob is the owner of the birthright, man. All right? Go ahead,
That's it.
That was it? That was 34?
That was 25 and 34, yes.
Now I need 25 and read 23 to 34. Genesis 25, 23 to 34.
I'm sorry, I started at 33.
That's all right, huh?
Salah.
No, you good. I just real read it again. Shit.
Yeah, we just read 33.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll read it again. Just start at 23 for me. 25 and 23 and then read the 34. Yep, we'll read it again. You know? It's like, how in the hell do you give away, your father said you're going to be a ruler over all your brothers. Okay? All the 12 tribes of Israel are going to be under your command. Okay? Alright? And what did he do? He threw it away, man. Getting a lot of smiles from these people. I look over here and smiling. They're like, yo, all right, keep on smiling. Yeah. Shit, we love it, man. Yeah. Think this is a joke? That old boy rolled past and shit. That big smile on his face. Yeah. You know what we doing over here. But it's like, do they acknowledge? It's like, I heard a brother saying that too. He said, you know how a lot of brothers ride by and shit. Hey, what's up, bro? All right. A lot of brothers ride by, whatever, you know, see, that's love right there. You know? Because a lot of our people, they embarrassed and shit. A brother even said that. He said a lot of our people, man, they ride by, even the people that don't know us, that are so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, they become embarrassed, man, by what we're doing out here. You know? You see? But we're trying to let them simps know that they have a birthright, man. You know, according to the Holy Scriptures, they have a birthright that they're getting ready to inherit, man. You know? But they're embarrassed that we're doing that for them. We're making our body a living sacrifice to tell them that they're royalty. Right. You know? And that's the sickest goddamn mentality that a person can have. You know? If we were out here telling any other nation that they were royalty, man, we have lines around the corner trying to give us fucking money, build us churches. You know what I'm saying? You know? Now you good.
Genesis 25 and 23.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
There it is.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
That's right. 2 nations are in thy womb. Okay? When we were talking about in Genesis, the 3rd chapter, about the 2 seed lines. Okay? The woman's seed, the serpent seed, and the woman's seed. That's those 2 nations that are in that womb, man. Okay? And see, they don't teach you that in church. You know? All they teach you is love. Okay? Prosperity. Everything's going to be okay. Just go back to sleep. You know, but what we're out here telling you is that the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are royalty. You see? And they got a birthright, man, that belongs to them. Go ahead,
And the one people shall be stronger than the other,
Yep.
and the elder shall serve the younger.
That's right. One people shall be stronger than the other. Okay? Who's the better in sports? All around. Mathematics. Okay? When they're acknowledged for what they've achieved. Okay? Poetry. All right? Music. When they acknowledge those things, who is the best at all those things, man? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. MMA, boxing, baseball. You see? Go ahead,
And when her days be delivered were fulfilled,
Uh-huh.
behold, there were twins in her womb.
That's right, there were twins in her womb, man. All right? Those two nations, so-called white and so-called black man, are closer than the so-called blacks and Africans. And a lot of people just can't accept that, man, because they see the color of her skin. You see? That's why we talked about he pursued his brother with the sword, man. Okay? The Hamites, yeah, they put us into slavery, but who put us in a worse slavery than Ham and Ishmael? Okay? And to this day, they still have us as slaves over here in America. But they ain't gonna tell you that. They're gonna make you think you're free. All right? Because you can walk around and go get a job and buy a car. You know, go into a restaurant and eat. You see? Go ahead, brother.
And the first came out then, all over, like a hairy garment.
All right, that's Esau, okay? Ishashua, wasted away is he. All right? It came out red, man, with no pigmentation. So you can see his blood through his skin because he's transparent. That's why he has that pink hue, man. And if he gets angry or laughs real hard, he gets red. Okay? Go ahead,
And they called his name
Hello, how you
Esau.
doing, huh?
And they called his name Esau.
Yep.
And after that came out his brother. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, Salakia.
Read it again.
Yep. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel.
And that's symbolic. And what are we doing right now? We're taking hold, symbolically, we're taking hold of the heel of the so-called white man. Okay? Through these holy scriptures, man. You see? That's what's taking place right now. All right? This place is being pulled down spiritually, okay, through the words of the Most High. Being taught and read out here on the streets, man. That's why we're supposed to come out here on the highways and byways, because we're putting out a certain vibration, man. Okay? And that vibration is disrupting everything that's going on out here. You know, that's why these people still have those smirks on their faces and those smiles. Because they think that this is a fucking joke. You know? But when these immigrants, when they start really clicking up and they start moving and shaking, all right, creating havoc on the streets, and martial law takes place, okay, what's going to happen? A lot of your freedoms are going to be taken from you. So where are your smiles going to be done? Okay? When you got foreign troops running around out here telling you to get your ass in the house. No barbecues this weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. Fuck that. We bought pow. And what I say? Okay? That's what's getting ready to take place, man. You know? But what we're doing is all fun and games over here. But it's not. Go ahead,
And his name was called Jacob.
That's right, Jacob, Yaiqua, Supplanter. Okay? That's Esau's brother. They didn't describe him, did they? They didn't have to, because he looked like everybody else. Go ahead,
And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
Yep.
And the boys grew. And Esau was a cunning hunter.
Esau's a cunning hunter. Who got the hunting? Who got the most hunting license on the planet? The so-called white man. Every year they shut down plants, businesses, so they can go hunt. Go ahead.
A man of the field.
Yep.
And Jacob was a plain man,
Yep.
dwelling in tents.
That's right. The so-called blacks, Latinos like to sit in the backyard, drink Budweiser, and smoke weed and cook chicken on the grill. Go ahead.
And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison.
Yep.
But Rebekah loved Jacob.
That's right. He loved Esau's deer. Okay, that venison. Go ahead.
And Jacob sought pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint.
Yep.
And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage.
Now Esau was out hunting, didn't catch anything. Okay. Came straight, walking out of the woods, man, hungry as hell, and ran into his brother Jacob and asked him for some food that he just started cooking. Go ahead.
For I am faint.
Uh-huh.
Therefore was his name called Edom.
That's right, Edom. Okay, Adawam, which means fucking red, like that red ass meat, man. Okay, he ate raw meat, so he became Edom. That talks about he's red, man. Okay, go ahead.
And his name was called, he's got good weird ass looks and shit, man. You can't help but like to
Stare at him.
Yeah.
I know.
It's hard. Anyway, it's a lot.
Nah, that's all good, because it's going to probably get a little crowded down here, but it's like the hell with that, man.
For I am faint, therefore was his name called Edom.
Yep.
And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
That's right. Sell me this day thy birthright if you want to eat some of this pottage and these lentils that I got cooking here. Okay? Go ahead.
And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die.
Yep.
And what profit shall this birthright do for me?
That's right. He said, I'm at the point to die. So guess what's getting ready to take place? And what I just actually, before we even came out the camp, I read an article talking about Biden, the war on food. Basically, he's causing a bunch of processing plants to close down. Okay? What in the hell would you want food processing plants to shut down for? There's already enough fucking people hungry in this place. You know? Why would you do that? Why would... See, this is why a lot of our people don't understand what's going on, man. You know? They're shutting off your food because they know that they can get you to bend, okay, because of hunger, man. Because that was the reason why they gave up the birthright in the first place, because Esau was starving, okay? So what better way to get you so-called blacks, Latinos, shit, and a lot of you so-called white people that are really cannon fodder, okay, to bend the knee is starvation, man. Take away your ability to eat and your ass will do anything. That's why Esau disregarded the birthright that was going to give him rulership over the whole fucking planet. You know? And now that the children of Israel have woken up and are going to get rulership over the planet via the birthright, he's going to use that same technique, okay, to try to get it back, man, by default. If not try to kill all of us by starvation, use it to get us to bend the knee, man, and take that thing that he's going to offer to the whole world. Okay, Revelation, the 13th chapter, if you don't know what I mean. Okay, 13 and 16 to be exact. Go ahead,
Genesis 25, and I'll read 33 and 34 again.
Yes, sir. There you go.
And Jacob said, swear to me this day.
Yep.
And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob.
You see, swear unto me this day, because that's what Esau's getting ready to do. You know? And God forbid you swear to do something that this so-called white man wants you to do. Because it's going to end your life, man. Horribly. Go ahead.
Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentil.
Yep.
And he did eat and drink.
Yep.
And rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
That's right. Esau despised his birthright. Give me Genesis 27 and read 30 to 41. Because you're going to find out that Esau, he came to his senses after he got some food in his damn stomach. Okay? He got some food in his stomach. He went home. He laid down. He woke his ass up. And he was like, hey, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? You know? You see? So that's why he's so angry right now. Do you know what I mean? That hatred that he has for us, man. Because he has realized what he did, man. So as a nation, they have realized what is really getting ready to take place, man. Because of that birthright that was despised back then. You see? Go ahead,
Genesis 27 and 30.
Uh-huh.
And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob,
Yep.
and Jacob was yet scarce going out from the presence of Isaac.
You see, when Jacob went into the tent, he went in there with his mother hooked him up. His mother put some furry on, some animal fur on him because Esau was a hairy person. Okay, so his mom hooked him up with some fur. He went in the tent, you know, and he tricked his father and that's why Isaac became blind. You have to understand that there's a whole bunch of things that took place that had to take place in order for this to happen. Because if Isaac had his eyesight, he would have been clearly able to see that it was Jacob.
Right.
Okay? So the Most High took Isaac's his eyesight. So this had to be the will of the Most High. And you can go into Romans, the 9th chapter, and it'll show you that it was the will of the Most High. Okay? You see, before the children were born, I chose, okay, which one I was going to have ruling over the earth, man. Okay? Before they did any good or any evil. So the Most High's whole plan was to blind Isaac, okay, so, and name Jacob, Yaquab, supplanter, because he supplanted for that birthright, man. Okay? My father's blind, he can't see me, so I can go in there and act like my brother Esau to get the birthright. So go ahead and read, brother.
Yep. Jacob was yet scarce going out from the presence of Isaac, his father.
That's right.
That Esau, his brother, came in from his hunting.
Yep.
And he also had made savory meat and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise, and eat of his son's venison.
See, Rebecca knew how Esau made his deer meat, his venison. That was another way that they tricked Isaac into believing it was Esau. So now Esau's going in there. Listen what happens. Go ahead.
That thy soul may bless me.
Yep.
And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou?
Who are you? You know, so he can't see. He's asking Esau, who the hell are you? Go ahead.
And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn, Esau.
That's right. The first that came out, the elder shall serve the younger. Okay, so that was another reason. That's another indicator that the Most High chose. Okay, go ahead.
And Isaac trembled very exceedingly,
and
said, who? Where is he that have taken venison and brought it to me?
Yep.
And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yea, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried.
That's right. When Esau heard the words of his father, that I have already given this blessing, okay, for rulership over the whole earth, I've given this blessing to another man. Okay, go ahead.
And he cried with a great exceeding, And he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, O my father.
That's right. Give me some kind of blessing, even a blessing of the earth. Go ahead.
And he said, thy brother came with subtlety, and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, is it not he rightly named Jacob?
That's right. Isn't he rightly named Jacob, or Yaquab, supplanter? That he came in and supplanted his father for the birthright, man. Go ahead.
For he had supplanted me these 2 times.
That's right.
He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessings. And
see, Esau stood there and lied to his father. This is the second time that this man has supplanted me. And Esau stood there and told a bold-faced lie. When first off, Esau just sold his birthright. He told Jacob, okay, I swear unto you this day. You see? I swear unto you this day that I'll give you my birthright. But he told his father a lie. Go ahead,
And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me?
Right.
And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord.
Yep.
And all his brethren have I given to him for servants.
That's right.
And with corn and wine have I sustained him.
That's right.
And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
And he lifted up his voice and wept. Because it was not, see, this is where he's starting to get angry. And me and my wife was sitting there talking this morning. She was telling me about a dream that she had. And she was talking about that a lot of these people, what they're going to do first, okay? They're gonna weep and they're gonna cry, okay? When the economy collapses, all right? Then they're gonna get angry.
Blame Jacob.
Yeah, they're gonna weep. They're gonna get angry. They're gonna get desperate. That's what she said when she was telling me this dream that she had. And that's what Esau was doing. He was weeping, okay? And then he's going to get angry. Now, this is the point in time where we see the so-called white man. He's been weeping because he knows that this is his end, okay? All right? And then he's going to get angry, and then he's going to get desperate. And that's what you're doing right now. That's why you see them moving with such fervency, man, with such heat, all right? And they're stumbling over their own goddamn feet, man, while doing so. You see? That's why they go from situation to situation to situation to keep you people's minds moving, man, instead of being focused on what the fuck he's really doing. You see? So go ahead, brother.
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
That's right, the fatness of the earth. Who is in control of all the natural resources for the most part on the earth? So-called white man. Job 9:24 says the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. How did they take this earth? By the sword. How are they continuing to have control over the earth? Through the sword. Okay? What's up, man? Go ahead,
And of the dew.
Them boy gave us the peace sign over there. Edomite too. Go ahead,
that's the president of the, remember I was saying I can give you a job doing U.S.
Oh shit, yeah.
He knows who I am. He knows my name, my whole name and everything.
Oh,
I
okay.
talk to him like,
all right, that's what's up.
But that's who that is.
Yeah.
He's the government of the president of the U.S. Food Joint.
Okay, all right.
So I see him like twice a week.
Oh shit, so he just gave us the peace sign.
I seen him, I was looking at him, and I was like, is that my man?
Yeah.
He's out there, yeah, that's him.
Yeah. See? Go ahead, brother.
Hey, this is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah. You see, that's why when you come out on the highways and byways, you might run into your bar. This man said the president of the company that he works for, man, just walked in the fucking business over there, gave us the peace sign. You know what I mean? We ain't supposed to be afraid to come out here, because what does the scripture say? He said, if the man's ways please the Lord, even his enemies shall be at peace with him. Yeah. Go ahead,
And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above.
That's right. So they are actually in control of all the natural resources. They live in the nicest places, neighborhoods, okay? Gated communities. There's places that if a Negro is saw jogging through the neighborhood, they can call security or the police on them. Because they know damn well ain't no Negro got enough money to live in that neighborhood, you know? Or just the policies that they have in some of these places don't allow you to buy properties in certain neighborhoods. Go ahead,
And by thy sword shalt thou live.
And by thy sword, by your military, shall you live. Okay? So even back during the time of the Greeks, the Macedonians, the Greeks, the Romans, okay? All right? Great Britain, and then here in America, you live by your sword, man. You took natural resources and people by the sword, the force of the sword. What did the brother read? He said that you pursued your brother with the sword, man. And who was your brother? Jacob, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Go ahead,
And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
There it is. You broke the yoke off of your neck, man. Okay? When the Babylonians took us down, okay? You got yourself together, you collected yourselves, and you became a nation. You called yourself Macedonians, you called yourself Greeks, you called yourself Romans, and so on and so on. Okay, that fugitive and that vagabond. You've changed your identity throughout history. Okay? Now we know the Macedonian, Philip the Macedonian was the father of Alexander the Great. Okay? And we know that Philip goes back to Amalek. Okay? And we know we could trace his history straight back to Amalek, man. So we know Alexander the Great goes back to Amalek, who goes back to Esau, Edom. Okay? So we know who the hell you people are. You know, you can't be a fugitive and a vagabond, and then the Lord's police officers, okay, come out here and read you all of the criminal acts that you've done, man. Okay? And read about all the wickedness that you've done on the earth. Through what? Through your sword. Go ahead.
And Esau hated Jacob.
Yep.
Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessings wherewith his father blessed him.
Yep.
And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand.
That's right.
Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
That's right. Esau hated. Okay? And where did that hate come from? It actually came like we read back in Genesis, the 3rd chapter. Okay? That seed, the serpent's seed shall have enmity with the woman's seed forever. Okay? So that seed line from the serpent to Cain, okay, Cain's seed line was destroyed, came back as Esau. Esau became Edom, or the progenitor of the nation of Edom, the Edomites. Okay, we told you that Amalek had children that went into the Macedonians, Philip the Macedonian, Alexander the Great. They all came out of Esau, Edom. They're all Edomites. Okay, they pursued their brother continually with the sword, breaking their yokes off of their necks. Now we're breaking your yoke off of our necks, man. The spiritual yoke has been broken, and very soon when Yahweh Shai comes, the physical yoke is going to be broken. We're no longer going to be under the rulership of the so-called white man. Okay? The nation of Edom. Go ahead, grab Exodus 21:16. You see? And they get angry. If they get angry because we're telling them these things, and that's too goddamn bad, man. You know? We had to bear the brunt of our punishment, the sins of our fathers, okay? If the book of Lamentations says that our fathers sinned and are not, but we still are dealing with the sins of our forefathers, man. Okay? You see, because we are our forefathers. After the 3rd and 4th generation, we come back to receive our judgment on this earth, man. Okay? Go ahead,
Exodus 21:16.
Yep.
And he said that, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him,
you see,
or if he be found in his hand,
he that stealeth a man and selleth him, who stole the so-called blacks from off the west coast, who went into the islands, who went into Central and South America, Incas, the Mayans, the Aztecs, okay, the Arawak Indians, the Taínos, okay, the tribe of Reuben, okay, who stole all of those people, man? Who stole all of the blacks out of Spain? All right, see, y'all get it twisted, thinking that the so-called blacks that are here in America were first brought out of Africa, west coast of Africa. No, we were brought out of Spain and out of other parts of Europe, okay? Because that's where we were in rulership before that damn demon got out of the pit. All right, we read about that earlier, okay? Cast into a pit for 1,000 years, came out during the Renaissance period, took us out of parts of Europe, out of Spain, okay? They brought us over from over there first, not the west coast of Africa. You see? Your history books, you're a bunch of liars, man. Go ahead,
or if he be found in his hand.
As found in his hand. And who's still in the hands of the so-called white man? Who's still in slavery here in America? Okay? You see? Go ahead,
He shall surely be put to death.
He shall surely be put to death. And what did I read the quote about the stone that was being pushed up the hill? Okay? That stone that was being pushed up the hill is rolling the hell back down on Esau Edom right now, man. Okay? You know, it ain't picked up steam yet. When it starts picking that steam up, man, it's really going to get bad out here, man. Okay? You see? Go ahead, was that it?
One more verse.
Go ahead, brother.
Exodus 21:17, and he that cursed his father or his mother shall surely be put to death.
That's right. Grab 1 Samuel 15 and read 2 and 3.
1 Samuel 15 and 2.
No. Oh yeah, I'm Shalaki. I'm sorry. Yep, you're good. You're good.
Yep. 1 Samuel 15 and 2. Thus says Yahweh of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did Israel.
That's right. We remember what Amalek did to Israel when they came out of Egypt, man. Okay? And we already told you who Amalek was. You know, if you're watching the videos, then you understand who Amalek is to this day. Go ahead.
I remember which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way.
That's right, he laid wait. And what did he do? He attacked us from the back where the women and children were at. The old people, the women, the children. Okay? So that shows you what kind of character he has, man. He's not straight up. He's not a real fucking man.
Yeah.
You know? He didn't attack where all the soldiers and warriors were at. You know? Come at his head up. You know, mano y mano. Nah, he attacked our women and our old people, women and children, man. You know, to mess with the emotions of the soldiers when they came back and saw their people dead as hell. You see? Well, that's what Esau does, man. You see? Go ahead,
And when he came up from Egypt,
now
go and smite Amalek, and utterly destroy all that they have.
And this is talking about Samuel. And Salakia, this is the